Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You guys, this is the same team, same players that kind of struggled a little bit in the second half of the season. What has happened? Seems like a switch has gone on, and it's a different team.
Well, you know what? I think if you take a look at college basketball, there's a lot of teams that were really good early. I thought we were playing well early and then hit a little stride there where things just didn't go their way. We were one of those teams. And then I thought we were playing well. And then unfortunately, we had to discipline our best player. Anytime you lose your best player, you can become very average pretty quickly. But we battled through that, and as a result, we have everyone back on the court feeling good, healthy, and we're playing much better basketball.
Jordan, speaking of that suspension to Jordan, a lot of players could have responded by sulking or getting angry. It looks like he's completely responded in the right way.
Yeah, I mean, he made a mistake, and he felt very bad about that. But he learned a valuable lesson, a life lesson, and I think our team did too. And as a result, we just moved on. And because he was able to move on and learn that lesson, and he's just hungry to have a second chance. He got that second chance, and he's making the best of it.
Would you say he's playing the best basketball of his career, or at least this year?
Well, I think so. I mean, he's really playing at a high level, making shots. Defensively has really turned it up, and his energy level and his leadership, I think, is what I've noticed more of. He's really vocal on both ends of the floor.
Has Cleveland State's coach given you guys a little bulletin board material? How do you feel about what he said?
What did he say? I don't read the paper.
You didn't read the quote?
No, I didn't read it.
He said, should by some miracle you guys win last night,
yeah.
He said, Wright State's going to the NCAAs and you guys are going home.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I mean, everyone had an opinion that we'd be last in the league too. So it really doesn't matter. It's just a matter of how we feel about ourselves and how hard that we're going to go out there and play. Because we know we're playing a Wright State team. They're going to guard us. And they're not going to make it easy at all to score points. We have to make sure we're duplicating that same effort on our defensive end.
Coach, overcoming all you guys overcame on the road last night, how would you describe the scene in the locker room and on that ride home?
Well, guys were excited. We'd had some success in Green Bay before, so I think they were confident. They just had to make sure that we were going to be able to take that aggressive energy that I thought we had early and make sure that we didn't do anything out of character. Out of character meaning throw the ball around the gym, go out there and play a little too fast. I thought we were really concerned about having enough for the end of the game. And with going into overtime, we wanted to make sure that we saved our energy. I thought our guys played at the right tempo.
What is kind of the mantra or the message behind this program, given where you were picked to start and now you're just one game away from seeing your name in the NCAA tournament?
Well, we talked about a couple of things to start the season. The first thing was, we had to figure out how to play together. The second thing we talked about was some leadership. I think those two things we accomplished. And then the third thing was trying to get some respect back for Milwaukee basketball. And we're a very proud group. This is a very proud program. It's not too long ago that we won a regular season conference championship. Not too long ago, a few years, 3 years now, that we were in the same position playing in a championship game for the Horizon League tournament. So, and last season was just, it was just last season, just kind of blip on the radar. And we had a group of guys that were determined to prove that we were just a little bit better than what everyone thought. And we felt good about having the right pieces. Now we had to put it all together with so many new guys. We had a lot of new faces, so we just had to put it all together. And as a result, by the end of the season, we're playing good. I think the surprise was the beginning of the season with all the new faces. But the guys they just stuck to the plan, and they really listened, and they enjoyed playing together.
A week and a half ago, you guys had lost 4 straight games. Just lost your team. I think it lost 17 straight.
Yep.
Can you admit to yourself that you're maybe a little surprised to be in this position?
Well, no. When you talk about the game against UIC, it's senior night. I played on senior night. I know how emotional that can be. You can come out flat like we did, or you can come out and play well. I thought we came out flat. Plus, UIC's been in a lot of games. They could have won 17 straight, believe it or not. I mean, that's how good they've played, although they have lost. So we weren't really surprised or really down by that. It was just a game. You have to go out there and compete. They played better that night. And again, the other losses had a lot to do. We just didn't have our best team on the floor. To win down the stretch, you need to have your best team playing. And we just didn't have that. We didn't have our best player on the court with us. So we just had to figure out a way to get it all back together once Jordan returned. I thought was big for us, winning without them that last game at Detroit. That gave us a lot of confidence.
Wright State is, I think they only have one guy averaging double figures, but they have a bunch of guys averaging 7, 8, 9 points.
Yeah.
It's one of their strengths that they're balanced and they can come at you with a lot of guys.
Yeah, I think that's the key to their success, and they're shooting the ball so much better right now. They're very patient offensively, and then defensively they're very stingy. So it doesn't really matter that they only have one guy in double figures. What does matter is they have 8, 9 guys that all are very aggressive and are very confident. A senior group, they had a chance to almost made a tournament run last year. I'm sure they feel very confident going back home, and we just have to figure out a way to be right there at the end and see if we can still a huge, huge win for the program.
Speaking of huge, how big, how important is this game for your program?
Well, anytime you go to an NCAA tournament, it's huge for everybody. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting for the community. It's exciting for the city, for our fans, and for our university. So, and for the team, ultimately. So, as they say, everyone wants to go dancing. That's the NCAA, March Madness. So, it would be exciting to do that, and especially for this group who have persevered through so much in 2 years. To go from the bottom all the way to the top would be really, really, I think, extraordinary.
What did it mean for you as a coach to see Jordan Aaron and Matt Tybee making the plays they did last night in the most crucial moments of the game?
Well, it just goes back to just habits. And I think what's exciting to see is that they're getting the right types of habits, because the game moves so fast and so much is going on, and there's ups and downs, but you have to have instincts, and part of those instincts are your habits, or what type of habits that you have. And it's good to see that they have habits that are going to produce game-winning plays.
Going to make a push to be playing in Milwaukee if everything goes right on Tuesday night?
Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Hey, we don't care if they put us on the moon and play. We go to the moon to play in the tournament.